You said something I want to double click on. You said there's a difference between selling and being acquired. What do you see as the difference?
Yeah, so I learned that very early in dealing with David Kennedy, our board chair at Cerent. I think I made the mistake of saying, well, here's who I think we would sell to eventually. And he just sort of gave me the verbal slapping of, we don't sell companies. Our companies get acquired. And he was very distinct and sort of emphatic about the difference being that, look, if you sell, it's because you want out. You're desperate, and people are going to smell that, and they're going to pay you a lower price. What you really want is people to want to buy your company and they want to acquire it. And that means that you're going to get a better price, you're going to get a better acquirer, a better fit. They're going to invest more in the business afterwards, in your people. He was always just so big, which one of the things I really liked about him on what's going to happen to your people after this, not just you, John. I mean, you'll be fine. Greg will be fine. But what's going to happen to your people? And that was really the difference between buying and selling. And I know it's subtle, but I really, really appreciated it.
No, I think it's great. We've heard the term before. Great companies are bought, not sold. Excuse me. Bought, not sold. The idea similar to this idea of getting acquired versus selling. Awesome. Love it. So you take the debt at 8%. And what happens next?
So then, between the time we took the debt and 2020, when we were acquired, it was more just sort of business as usual. I think just having covenants and things like that, like how much money we have in the bank account, what our revenue's doing, how we're doing from an EBITDA standpoint, put some needed sort of maturity and guide rails on the business at that point. And I had a great CFO, that really helped us sort of manage to that and keep us from chasing a shiny ball. Never really my problem. I was called Dr. No for a long time. After we got some money, Greg started to call me Dr. Maybe, which isn't the most exciting title ever, but probably more accurate. But so we just sort of started doing business as usual. And then what happened was I take that back, early 2019, Thomson Reuters actually called me, the head of the government division, and said, hey, I want to meet with you. We've been working together. Our teams really liked each other. And he called me back to DC, and I flew back with my now fiance, and she had some work to do at the Smithsonian. I dropped her off. I went over there, and she says to me, they're going to try to buy you. And I said, no, we're just talking about a partnership. It's going great. And, I walked in the room, cool room overlooking all the Reuters news and glass room. And I think it was done just to impress me, which is super easy. I've already told you how my ego gets in the way of stupid stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this is great. And he just came right out and said that, he was interested in acquiring us, because we fit so well together, and it was a market space that they really wanted to go into. So, I told him that I was flattered, but we were way too early. We had just gotten our equity investment in 2017. Cerent's typical holding period is 5 to 10 years. They mean it. And, it just wasn't the right time. I saw a hockey stick in front of us. I saw a lot of opportunity. So, I think the relationship continued. To his credit, he wasn't one of these people like, well, if I can't buy you, I'm going to destroy you. And there were plenty of those. And we just continued to work. And then he contacted me in that fall of 2019 again and said, look, I'm still really interested. I want to do this. Can I talk to your board chair? I said, absolutely. So I put them in touch. And, my sort of pitch was, look, we're not selling. So if you want to buy us, we're not really interested in sort of messing around, and you're going to have to pay us what we think we're worth. And, no low ball offers, not even like a normal offer, because, I'm sure all of your listeners have heard of these auctions and things like this. And we knew we could drive up the price if it was just about price. On the flip side, I really thought they'd be a great partner. I liked this person. I liked his management team. I liked the way they approached the business. So we started into some negotiations with them.